However, they did not head into the mountains. They went into the city to find a woman that didn't mind screwing over a bunch of farmers. So, let's take a break from Yerba Buena and the Hernandez brothers for a moment, and let's head to the city of Monterrey, the capital and largest city of the northeastern state of Nuevo León, Mexico, and the second largest city in Mexico behind Mexico City. It's a huge fucking place. It's like the LA to New York.
All right.
You have here. It's fucking
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
Located at the foothills of the Sierra Madre Mountains, today Monterrey is seen as one of the most livable cities in all of Mexico, except for the fact that it's incredibly expensive. But as far as like quality of life and things to do and safety and all that, it's, one of the best places to live. But in the 1960s, it was just like any other major metropolitan area, riddled with crime and prostitutes. This is where we will meet Magdalena Solis. Unfortunately, much like the Hernandez brothers, we don't have really any information on Magdalena's early life from, birth to age 12, which pisses me off so fucking much.
You know why, though? It's obviously that she's an Incan goddess. So she just is and was and always will be.
She's not an Inca goddess, and you'll find out why she's not an Inca goddess here in just a minute. Because she's smarter than the Hernandez brothers are. Again, maybe not by a whole lot, but by enough. If you've listened to this show long enough, you know that I love to know every fucking detail of something that I can, and the fact that I can't find anything about any of the people involved in this except for the actual story itself drives me fucking crazy. Like, there's got to be something. Somebody somewhere had to write something, but no. Hernandez brothers never did like a biography or anything like that. You'll find out why in a while. Magdalena never put out like a biography or anything like that. She was pretty close-lipped. Nobody who knew her before ever talked. It's infuriating.
You're the sort of guy, I think, that would be sitting there reading The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings and have the Silmarillion open at the same time with a highlighter, double-checking everything you can as you're going along.
If you saw my computer screen when I researched this shit, you might go, I think that's a little much. Because I have every piece of information all open at the same time, and I'm cross-referencing like 5 different things to make sure, just like, okay, well that happened, and then that, but what happened before that? And they gotta go back and look. It's my problem. It's why my old podcast did not last very long, because the episodes were like 3 hours long.
Just reminding me of that guy. Hi, my name is I'm a podcast host, and this is Torture Facts with Kevin. You know, your man, the airplane mechanic guy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
and then he gets into the Lord of the Rings stuff.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah,
I have 2 cats that are coming in now. So, yeah.
Anyway, she most likely came from a poor and dysfunctional family born in or around 1947 in the state of Tamaulipas. Now, we're fairly certain we are fairly certain of the whole poor and dysfunctional part, because when she was about 12, she moved to Monterrey to start sex work, which kind of explains the whole poor part. It's what a lot of poverty-stricken people do. Even today, they go into they become sex workers.
The oldest,
the fact that her
occupation in the world.
Pretty much. The fact that her older brother, Eleazar, was her pimp kind of explains the whole dysfunctional part.
Jesus.
Yeah, it doesn't say how much older he is. Again, something that I just looked for, tried to find anywhere where it says how old he was, just so I had a context of how much older. Like he was like 10 years older than her, or was he just like a year? Couldn't even find that. So kind of,
Just imagine him coming home. Hey sis, I got you a job. Hands her a pair of knee-high boots. Like, go on.
Just fishnets.
Like, how does that happen?
Walking.
Like, yeah, I don't understand how that could happen. But anyway,
yeah, I would imagine it was probably more his idea to put her into sex work than her idea. She
two of them
does,
sitting
however,
there on the couch, stoned, like, "Whoa, I got an idea. This is crazy. Got this idea." You shut up back there, guys.
It's like, guys like sex.
Yeah,
I bet they'd pay for it. And she's like, they probably would. It's the best idea ever. Nobody's ever thought of it before.
Let's open a family business.
Again, we should feel bad for her for having to do that when she's younger, but she turns into a megalomaniac, so you can always feel so bad for somebody.
That's true.
With this. Now, by the spring of 1963, she was about 16 and had found a couple of new tricks to pull. Not only was she a sex worker, but also a fortune teller and a medium, claiming to channel the spirits of long-dead Brujas. All of this, the dysfunctional family being used by men for their own pleasure, being sold off at night after night by your own brother, scraping and fighting for everything you have, scamming people regularly for whatever you can. This can do one of two things to a person. So one, it can make you empathetic to others that have or have gone through what you are going through, pushing you to make a difference and helping others so they don't have to live the same life you are, watching out for those that can't watch out for themselves. Or two, make you say, fuck it, I'm going to get mine no matter what, not caring about what others go through and how hard things are for them. As long as you can pull yourself out of the mud, who cares about anyone else? And when given the slightest bit of power, they wield it with an iron fist and punish those that don't fall in line. Dan, which one do you think describes Magdalena?
The one that sounds similar to Donald Trump.
Yeah. Yes, it would be the second one, because if it was the first one, we wouldn't have much of a podcast now, would we?
Welcome to the Happy Fun Time Podcast with Dan and Kev. We haven't got much to talk
sure
about
that's
today.
out there.
It's Magdalena did absolutely sweet FA. It's time to talk about the difference between Irish and American chocolate.
I'm sure that's out there. I'm sure that works.